Welcome in, Heroes CCL fans. With the unfortunate news of crowd control leaving us, we are going to be bringing in our new esports team, and that is going to be Storm Esports. Congratulations, Alcove. Thank you for joining me for this interview. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm excellent, man. Thanks so much for having me. Super excited to be here. I know it's under kind of interesting times for the CCL, but I'm excited to be here, and hopefully we can step up and make a good impression in the community and, do our thing. So
Well,
thanks for
thank you
having me.
first of all for joining me. Now, the one thing I want to ask you is, as we kick this off, how did Storm Esports come to be an organization, or how did Storm Esports come to be in general?
Yeah. So we've been around for about 2 years. We've been competing in CSGO, Rocket League, and Valorant as of recently. We are a group of friends. It's run by a group of friends, I should say, and a brother. So we have three owners, myself, Zadi, and Coop. And Zadi's my brother, Coop, we've been longtime friends with. And about 2.5 years ago or so, we said, hey, we should just start putting some teams together. And it turned into getting a little more serious. And now here we are, like running all these teams and involved in leagues, weekly leagues, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just been a long time coming, I think. But we're finally getting to where we want to be and super excited about everything that's been happening.
Now, with that, I was actually going to ask you, with you having this, Valorant, CSGO, Rocket League, all this involvement with other esports, do you plan to utilize that team going into CCL, or do you plan to build a whole new team around CCL for Storm Esports?
Do you mean in the management side of things, or is
Absolutely.
that in terms of? Yeah. So I think our going into CCL with kind of a new game for us. While we aren't unfamiliar with MOBAs or HOTS as a game itself, I think going into this, we do want to start recreating from a management perspective a new team to handle everything that we're going to be doing. So we are going to be looking for people to help out with that and get on board with the Storm side of things. We do have a good system in place for how we manage our teams currently, from scheduling to just everything that we're doing on a weekly basis with our teams. So I think going forward, we will be looking for a new management team for our hot side of things, as it is new to us.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Make sure you get into Alcove's DM so that way you can get into the Storm Esports side of things. Yeah. And on that note of Storm Esports, I'm curious, when you formed this organization with your brother and your friend, what was your kind of goal in mind? Was it a platform for players? Was it a community?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've really tried to do is bring together the kind of team side, competitive side of things, and a community. So we have a lot of people that are hanging out with us on a daily basis in our Discord and kind of representing the organization from just a community perspective. A lot of action every day in our Discord, just talking, and we feel like we've built a really strong bond with a lot of the people that are here with us on a daily basis. But we also have our teams competing on a weekly basis as well, and that more like competitive level. So I think we're doing a really great job of bringing those two sides together and making it one whole thing, which is pretty cool. I didn't know it was going to be possible, to be completely honest, but here we are. We've had our ups and downs, and we're making it work. So.
Oh, definitely. That's exciting to see, and exciting to see what you're able to do going into Season 2 of CCL. Looking back at Season 1, are there any teams that maybe you watched or you saw or you even just heard, some crazy drafts about that you're like, that's the team I'm excited to scrim or go up against going into Season 2?
Yeah, so I'm actually good buddies with Fury from since high school. I've known him since high school, and we kind of grew up together, and he got me into the hot scene just by watching him, basically. So. I'm excited to see what 30K is doing this season, and I'm excited and hoping we get to play him. I know he's I don't know if I'm allowed to say if they're like protected or not yet, but that's kind of, I don't know what the situation is there with the players drafts and stuff, but I know he is protected under 30K this going into Season 2. So I'm ready to give them a good run for their money. On a friendly level, of course.
Now, I actually, on the note of kind of drafting and players in general, what's a way for a player to get Storm Esports attention? Is it getting into your DMs? Is it just flooding you with in-house replays, highlight reels? What's the best way to kind of get eyes on some of these players or get eyes on themselves before Saturday, April 17th, the draft day?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think so. We're being thrown into the fire here, and we're trying to figure it out. I think going into the next few weeks, we're looking for people to be themselves, and we're looking for people to have the same energy that we have for esports and for competition as a whole. So showcasing that in a way is really how you're going to get my attention and the org's attention. I think we have a really, like I was saying earlier, we have a really great connection with everybody we work with in terms of our teams and our community, and finding those right people that feel like they fit with the community is going to be really important for us. So
yeah, no, thank you. There you go. So make sure that you have all your highlight reels out there, and showcase that you're a good human being in general, and that'll be a good way to get Storm Esports eyes on you. Kind of starting to wrap things a little bit up for our little interview here. As you're joining us for season 2, I asked you about teams that you're excited to go up against. Is there anything that you in general are just excited about? Is it draft day? Is it that first day of competition? What is it?
yeah, I would say I'm just excited to get going with all of this right now. We've got so much to figure out, and we're so thrilled to be involved with CCL from every perspective. It's going to be a really fun working relationship. I'm excited to meet all the other organizations and become friends with everybody here. I think it's just really going to be a great growth opportunity for us, and I'm just excited to meet everybody and kind of get involved with the daily workings of everything. So I think that's probably what I would say I'm most excited about, is just getting to know everybody and making some good friends.
That's awesome. And that's the big thing about CCL. It's about building that community. I mean, it's the community clash league. So it's definitely, that's a big aspect for us in that fun factor. As we wrap up this interview completely, I wanted to give you a chance to, open the floor. Do you have any shouts, or do you have any words that you'd like to say to the CCL community as you are coming in as our 8th new organization?
Yeah, so I'm just excited to be here with Storm, and we sincerely look forward to working with everybody and checking out all the free agents, scouting it out. We're just excited to be here, and I hope you guys are just as receptive to that as we are. So I mean, we're thrilled and can't wait to meet everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Alcove, for joining us for this short little interview so we can all get to know you a little bit better. As we said before at the beginning of the interview, unfortunately, Crowd Control will not be joining us for the remainder or for Season 2 of CCL. So welcome in, Storm Esports. Thank you again, Alcove, for the interview, and we look forward to your draft day picks on April 17th. You have a wonderful day, my friend.
Thanks so much. You too.